What are the best three books you need for 2025? Plus, we're giving away a copy of each to our subscribers. Here we go, 100% beef and no fluff. Thank you for watching the Free Time Mastermind podcast. I'm your host, Robert Gaines. Book 1, Donald Miller's Building a Story Brand 2.0 introduces a framework that helps businesses clarify messaging by using the structure of a compelling story. The central premise of the book is that most marketing efforts fail because they focus too much on the company itself rather than on the customer. Instead, businesses should position their customers as the hero of the story and their brand as the guide who will help them succeed. The Story Brand Framework, or SB7, Miller presents, is a seven-part framework to create clear and engaging marketing messages. Here they are, followed by an explanation of each. A character has a problem and meets a guide who gives them a plan and calls them to action that ends in success and helps them avoid failure. Number 1, a character. The customer is the hero of the story, not the brand. Companies often make the mistake of positioning themselves as the hero, but customers are primarily concerned with their own needs and problems. Number 2, has a problem. Successful brands identify and articulate the main problem customers face. Miller outlines 3 levels of problems: external, internal, and philosophical. Number 3, and meets a guide. Customers aren't looking for another hero, they're looking for a guide, like Luke Skywalker looking for Yoda. The brand must demonstrate empathy and authority to gain trust and earn the right to be a guide. Number 4, who gives them a plan. Customers need a simple, actionable plan before they make a purchase. The plan should remove uncertainty by providing clear steps they can follow. Number 5, and calls them to action. Customers do not take action unless they are explicitly challenged to do so. Brands must include clear, direct calls to action, such as buy now, or schedule a conversation, or schedule a consultation, rather than vague invitations like click here for more information. Number 6, that helps them avoid failure. Stories become compelling when something is at stake. Number 7, and ends in success. The brand should clearly communicate what success looks like for the customer. This vision of success should be simple and aspirational, showing how the product or service improves their lives. The book speaks to the power of clarity in marketing, and Miller argues that businesses often make the mistake of creating noise instead of music, overloading customers with too much information or technical jargon. Our subscribers already know they need to sell benefits, not features. And your customers should be able to quickly understand, number 1, what your company offers. Number 2, how it improves their life. Number 3, what they need to do to get it. By using clear, engaging storytelling, brands can cut through the clutter and make a lasting impression. The Story Brand Framework is widely applicable, from website design to email marketing, sales pitches, and even keynote speeches. Miller shares numerous success stories of companies that saw a dramatic improvement in conversion rates and revenue after applying his framework. Check the link in the description to get your copy. The audiobook version on Audible comes with a companion PDF, and all versions encourage readers and listeners to take advantage of Miller's online resources at his website. The audiobook was recently updated with the latest information, and as the 2.0 in the title suggests, it is a new release of a wildly popular previous version. We're in the process of changing our own online messages based on this dynamite book. Want a free paper copy? Simple. Be a subscriber to the channel and write Story Brand in the comments. If someone beats you to it, you can purchase the book using the link in the description. We'll also tell you another way to get the book free later in this episode. Book number 2, no surprise, This is our most recommended book and was even mentioned in my book, Scintilla. Buy Your Time Back is not just a book. It's a life jacket for entrepreneurs overwhelmed by the demands of their businesses, a common problem. Martell provides a roadmap for business leaders to escape the grind, prioritize what matters, and scale their empires without sacrificing quality of life. At its core, Martell's thesis is simply this: entrepreneurs should stop equating hard work with progress. Instead, they must learn to buy back their time, a principle that involves identifying low value tasks, delegating them effectively, and reinvesting freed up time into high value activities that drive both personal joy and business success. The book doesn't just theorize about this approach, it delivers a practical system to make it happen. One of the book's standout contributions is the buyback principle, which flips conventional hiring logic on its head. Martell urges readers not to hire just to grow their business, but to reclaim their time. This seemingly subtle shift in perspective redefines how entrepreneurs should approach delegation and task management. Through the buyback loop, he introduces a cyclical process of auditing, transferring, and filling one's schedule with meaningful and revenue generating work. This cycle, as Martell argues, is key to escaping burnout and achieving sustainable growth. The book introduces the DRIP matrix, a visual method for categorizing tasks based on their impact on energy and income. Readers are encouraged to identify and delegate tasks that drain energy and generate little value, shifting their focus towards high value, energizing activities. Then Martell's replacement ladder complements this by helping entrepreneurs scale their delegations systematically, ensuring they don't stagnate in the delegation process. Martell was a troubled young man, and the book also details his personal transformation. His story underscores the importance of the book's lessons. His story of hitting the pain line, the point where growth feels impossible, cautions anyone grinding away in their business without a clear strategy for scaling their time. Overwhelmed business owners destroy their ventures, sometimes intentionally, just to break away from a self-imposed prison. His section on the top ways people wreck their businesses was a wake-up call for me. I had been guilty of it, and I knew other entrepreneurs that had been guilty of other variations of it. The book is direct and conversational, making his complex ideas accessible to a wide audience. His enthusiasm for the topic is infectious, and his actionable steps make it easy for readers to implement changes immediately. Chapters like The Replacement Ladder and Your Perfect Week stand out for their detailed guidance, empowering leaders to take control of their time and energy with confidence. Martell challenges the myth that success requires constant hustle and reframes growth as a process of strategic delegation and intentional focus. By following his principles, readers can reclaim not only their time, but also their sense of purpose and joy. In an age where exhaustion is worn as a badge of honor, Buy Back Your Time provides a timely reminder that true success isn't just about building a thriving business. It's about creating a life you love. The book is a must-read for entrepreneurs seeking to escape the hamster wheel and build both their empires and their freedom. It ranks in our top titles for business owners. When I read it at the end of 2023, it is indirectly responsible for the mastermind group, this podcast, and the book. Get a copy for free by typing BBYT in the comments section. Subscribers only, please. If it's been claimed already, you can also buy a copy using the Amazon link in the description. We'll be talking about how to get a second chance at getting that book for free. Book 3, Never Eat Alone by Keith Ferrazzi. Keith Ferrazzi's Never Eat Alone is a guide to networking and relationship building as essential tools for business. I personally would call it the greatest book about networking. The book underscores the idea that achieving professional and personal success is largely dependent on one's ability to connect with others. It argues that networking is not just about climbing the corporate ladder, but also about forming meaningful relationships based on generosity and mutual benefit. Farazi emphasizes that personal connections open doors, citing research that shows most people land jobs through personal contacts rather than job postings. He debunks the myth that networking is only for extroverts, arguing that anyone can learn this skill with the right mindset and strategies. Overcoming the fear of rejection is key, and aspiring networkers should study successful individuals, practice social skills, and take small steps, such as meeting one new person each week. At the core of Farazi's networking philosophy is the principle of generosity. He stresses that successful networking is built on the question, how can I help others? Rather than, what can I get from them? Giving without expecting immediate returns fosters trust and long-term relationships. True networking involves offering support, sharing resources, and staying loyal to contacts, whether by assisting them professionally or providing emotional support during personal struggles. A common mistake people make is networking only when they need something. Farazi advises building connections before they are necessary, likening this to buying a life vest before a ship starts sinking. He highlights how public figures started networking early, keeping detailed records of people they met and nurture those relationships over time. Establishing rapport requires looking for relationship glues or common interests that form bonds beyond professional settings, whether it's a shared hobby or a mutual cause. These ties deepen connections. Farazi also advocates for being sociable and patient. He describes how top leaders actively engage with thousands of people daily, remembering names and details that make their interactions feel personal. He advises against superficial small talk, suggesting instead that conversation should be engaging, meaningful, and filled with curiosity. A strong personal brand also plays a crucial role in networking. Farazi advises individuals to craft a compelling message about who they are and what they stand for, ensuring that people remember them for their unique value. Sounds a little bit about the Story Brand 2.0, doesn't it? A vital component of networking is connecting with super connectors, individuals who have vast and diverse networks. Social psychology research has demonstrated that such individuals serve as crucial links in the chain of professional and social connections. Farazi highlights industries like politics, journalism, and hospitality as fields where these super connectors often thrive. To achieve success, Farazi emphasizes the need for clear goals and a structured networking action plan, or NAP. Setting long-term and short-term objectives, identifying key people to connect with, and creating daily habits to expand one's network are all crucial. He also stresses the importance of mentorship and surrounding oneself with successful people, and that can significantly boost personal growth. Ultimately, Never Eat Alone teaches that networking is not just a manipulative tactic, but a lifestyle centered on generosity, authenticity, and long-term relationship building. If you'd like to get a copy of that for free, type Never Eat Alone in the comments. If the book's already claimed, you can click on the link in the description to purchase a copy on Amazon. Or once this channel has over 20 likes, we're going to start the process over again and give one copy of each book away. So the best way you can grab another copy is to share this video with other people and encourage them to like it. And we'll do at least 2 rounds of that. So we'll give one copy of the book, of each book, away at least twice. So that'll be pretty exciting. That gives you a very powerful incentive to share this. And also, I'm going to sneak one in on you. It's a book that I just finished, and I think it's fantastic. And I'm going to add it as a bonus book here that's also going to be available for free. Day Trading Attention by Gary Vaynerchuk. Wow, what a mind-blowing book. I've just finished it and we're already making some massive revisions to our social media presence, and we're rethinking everything about what we're doing online. Also implementing the StoryBrand framework as well. And of course, our entire enterprise was founded on the principles of buy back your time. So you really, what you're watching is the evolution and application of all of these books right before your eyes. So it's very exciting for us being a podcaster and doing some of these other things. Some of the activities can be very frustrating, and Gary Vaynerchuk asks a lot of people in the book, and I'll get into that. There was this frustration because I knew what he was saying in the book was true, and he really raised the bar on what we needed to do. But once I got through the rest of the book where he gets into the implementation, I started to see light at the end of the tunnel, and I can see that he's correct. It will start producing much better results. We're more excited about the future now than we even were 10 months ago when we launched. Back to Day Trading Attention with Gary Vaynerchuk. The book explores the evolving landscape of social media, marketing, and digital advertising, emphasizing the importance of capturing and leveraging consumer attention in real time. The book builds on his earlier works like Jab, 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 Right Hook, updating the framework to reflect modern platforms, algorithms, and customer behaviors. Day Trading Attention highlights how attention is the most valuable asset in marketing. Successful businesses and brands must constantly track where consumer attention is focused, identifying underpriced attention opportunities, and executing engaging content strategies to maximize their reach. Vaynerchuk states that traditional advertising, such as television commercials and banner ads, is often overpriced and ineffective, while modern social media platforms like TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and Facebook offer significantly greater value. And the book does focus a lot on what we call organic reach. The book uses the viral story of Nathan Apodaca, known as Dogface, as a case study. His casual TikTok video featuring Fleetwood Mac's Dreams and an Ocean Spray juice bottle while he was skating down the road boosted Ocean Spray's sales and brought a renewed popularity to the Fleetwood Mac song. This example illustrates how organic, relatable content can outperform traditional ads in today's attention economy. Ocean Spray could have probably never created an ad campaign that was nearly effective as this accidental viral video. A main theme of the book is TikTokification of social media. Vaynerchuk explains that platforms are shifting from a social graph model, where users see content from accounts they follow, to an interest graph model, where algorithms prioritize content based on user preferences and engagement. A lot of people recently have noticed the changes in their feed, and this is exactly what Gary is talking about. This shift allows even small creators and businesses to reach massive audiences without needing a large follower base. He stresses this provides an unparalleled opportunity for businesses willing to produce engaging, platform optimizing content, because the platforms don't want you to leave the platforms. That's why you shouldn't post a YouTube link on LinkedIn. To thrive in this landscape, Vaynerchuk introduces a modern advertising framework composed of 6 key components. Number 1, cohort development. Identify target audiences with precise demographic and behavioral characteristics. Number 2, platforms and culture. Understanding each platform's unique feature and cultural trends to create engaging content. That was a big one for me. Number 3, strategic organic content, producing high quality, relevant content that resonates with the target audience. Number 4, amplification, using paid advertising to boost successful organic content. Number 5, modern commercials, creating high production ads informed by social media insights rather than outdated TV ad styles. Number 6, post creative strategy, analyzing audience feedback, and data to refine future content. I want to mention what he's talking about in number 3, number 4, number 5. So let's say you create a lot of photos on Pinterest or you create a lot of Facebook Reels. What he's suggesting is if you're producing a lot of content, and in the book, he suggests you produce a lot of content. I believe he says at minimum 4 posts per day per platform that you're on. And of course, you want to be on the platforms that are aligned to your demographic, your buying audience. And he sometimes suggests upwards of creating 60 pieces of content a day. And we'll get more into that in a second. This strategy where you're posting the reels, you're posting the photos, you can look at the, let's say at the end of the month, and you look at which piece of contents do the best. Those are the ones that you can turn into advertisements and start doing some paid advertising because you already know that it resonates with your audience. You have to optimize it for an ad. But I think that's a brilliant strategy. A lot of times people just create an ad from scratch, throw it out there, throw the spaghetti on the wall and see what happens. But this is a much more scientific approach using a piece of content that was already proven to grab some attention that could be enhanced and tweaked to get even greater attention. And then of course, conversion, so that you can get your customers into your shop, so to speak, whether it's online or bricks and mortar. And this book is great for a one-person business or if you're Pepsi. All of the advice here still is relevant. He advocates for leveraging underpriced attention sources such as organic reach on new social media platforms to maximize brand visibility. We did an experiment on Pinterest recently, and we had never been on Pinterest before. And although we're not getting a ton of views on there, we do see with some work that we could start to direct more people to our materials. The book also discusses influencer marketing, content virality, and cross-platform strategies, emphasizing that social media is not just a tool, but the core of a modern brand's identity. He warns that businesses clinging to outdated advertising models will lose relevance to agile competitors who master digital storytelling. So this could give a big advantage to a small business versus a large business because small businesses tend to be much more agile. Ultimately, day trading attention is a guide to navigating the fast-changing world of digital marketing. That was book number 4. If you want a copy of that, type Day Trading Attention in the comments. You know what to do. If you don't want to wait, click on the Amazon link. We might receive an affiliate commission on that if all goes well. We'll see. And if you want it for free, let's just get the likes up on this video. For every 10 likes, we'll redo the book giveaways. If you can share the video, tell your friends to like it, we'll get more books out there. So that will be a total of 8 books. Make sure that you claim your book. If you haven't already and you've been watching this whole time, click subscribe, click like, click the notifications. Our guest next week, we're going to be talking about a lot of the concepts out of 2 of these books in the next episode. Thank you for watching the Free Time Mastermind podcast. I'm your host, Robert Gaines.